Right now, somewhere in America, a basement is filling with water, and the homeowner has no idea it's happening. Not until it's too late. Not until the carpet is soaked, the boxes are ruined, and the repair bill hits 5 figures. But here's the thing. There's a $3 check you can do right now that can stop this from ever happening to you. I'm talking about your sump pump. The silent guardian sitting in your basement that most people completely ignore until a heavy summer storm exposes every weakness it has. Today, I'm showing you the exact $3 sump pump check that can prevent flooding during heavy summer rains. Before we start, a quick safety note. We are working near water and electricity today, so we will always unplug the pump before touching anything, and we will never put our hands in water near a plugged-in outlet. Safety first, always. Now, this video is short, but every single step matters. So please watch the whole thing before you go test your own pump. Skipping a step is exactly how people miss the warning signs. If this channel helps you protect your home, do me a favor and hit subscribe right now, because we post home protection tips like this every single week. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about why sump pumps fail exactly when you need them most. Summer storms are brutal. You get intense rain in a short amount of time, and that water has to go somewhere. For a lot of homes, it goes straight toward the foundation. Your sump pump's entire job is to catch that water in a pit and push it away from your house before it seeps into your basement. Sounds simple, right? But here's the problem. Most sump pumps sit untouched for months, sometimes years. Dust builds up. The float switch gets stuck, debris collects in the pit, and the pump motor, which worked fine last time you checked, can quietly burn out or jam without you knowing. Then a summer storm rolls in, dumps 2 inches of rain in an hour, and your pump either doesn't turn on or it turns on and can't keep up. By the time you notice, you're not dealing with a maintenance issue anymore. You're dealing with a flooded basement, ruined flooring, damaged drywall, mold that shows up weeks later, and a repair bill that can run into the thousands. This is completely preventable, and it starts with a check that costs almost nothing. Here's the best part. You do not need a professional. You do not need expensive tools. You need about $3 worth of basic supplies, and most of it you probably already own. Here's your list. A bucket of water, which is free if you already have one. A flashlight to see inside that dark sump pit. A pair of rubber gloves, which run about $2 at any hardware store. And a clean rag or old towel for wiping down the pit and float switch. That's it. $3, one flashlight you already own, and 5 minutes of your time. Compare that to a flooded basement cleanup that can cost thousands of dollars. And suddenly, this tiny check becomes one of the smartest things you'll do all summer. Let's quickly break down how a sump pump actually works, because understanding this is what makes the check make sense. Your sump pump sits inside a pit, usually in the lowest part of your basement. When groundwater or rainwater seeps in, it flows into that pit. Inside the pit, there's a float switch, which works kind of like the float in a toilet tank. As water rises, the float rises with it. Once it hits a certain level, the float triggers the pump motor to switch on. The pump then pulls that water in and pushes it out through a discharge pipe, away from your foundation. Simple system. But it only works if every single part is functioning correctly. If the float is stuck, the pump never turns on, no matter how high the water gets. If the pit is clogged with debris, the pump can't pull water in efficiently. If the discharge line is blocked or frozen, water has nowhere to go, even if the pump is running perfectly. During summer storms, this system gets pushed to its absolute limit. Heavy rain means the float rises fast. The pump has to cycle constantly, and any weak link in that chain becomes a flood risk. That's exactly why this quick check matters so much right before storm season. All right, let's walk through the actual check. First, unplug the sump pump completely. We never want power running while we're working near the pit. Now grab your flashlight and look down into the pit. You're checking for debris, dirt, small toys, gravel, anything that could block the pump's intake screen. If you see buildup, use your gloved hand or the rag to clear it away gently. Next, take a look at the pump's intake screen itself, which is usually on the bottom or side of the unit. Wipe away any grime or sediment stuck to it. Now let's check the float switch. Gently lift the float by hand and let it drop back down. It should move freely, with no sticking, no scraping against the side of the pit, and no tangled cord. If the float is catching on the pit wall or on the discharge pipe, adjust its position so it has clear room to rise and fall. Now here comes the real test. Plug the pump back in. Slowly pour your bucket of water into the pit. Watch closely. As the water level rises, the float should lift, and within a few seconds, you should hear the pump kick on. Listen for a strong, steady motor sound, not a weak hum or a struggling noise. Watch the water level in the pit. It should drop steadily as the pump pushes water out. Once the pit empties, the pump should shut off on its own. That full cycle, water rises, pump kicks on, water drains, pump shuts off, is exactly what you want to see happen automatically during a real storm. While you're at it, step outside and check the discharge pipe where the water exits your home. Make sure it's clear of leaves, dirt, or blockages, and that it's directing water well away from your foundation, not just a few feet from the wall. That entire process takes about 5 minutes, and it just told you everything you need to know about whether your pump is storm ready. Let's talk about what you're actually looking at here. A properly functioning sump pump kicks on almost immediately once water hits the float trigger point. It runs strong, drains the pit quickly, and shuts off cleanly. That's a pump that is ready for heavy summer rain. Now compare that to a failing pump. Maybe the float never triggers, and the water just keeps rising in the pit with the motor staying silent. Maybe the pump turns on, but the motor sounds weak or strained, barely moving any water at all. Maybe it runs, but the water level barely drops because the intake is clogged. Any of these signs mean your pump is not ready, and that's the exact scenario that turns a summer storm into a flooded basement. The difference between those two outcomes isn't a new, expensive pump. Most of the time it's dirt, a stuck float, or a blocked line, all things you just fixed for about $3. That's the power of this simple check, a dry, protected basement instead of a disaster, just from 5 minutes of attention. Let's go over a few important safety points and long-term tips. Always unplug the pump before reaching into the pit or touching the float switch. Never touch electrical components with wet hands or while standing in water. If your basement is already flooded, do not enter the water until the power to that area has been shut off at the breaker. When in doubt, call an electrician or a professional. For ongoing maintenance, try to run this check once a month during storm season, and definitely right before any forecasted heavy rain. Consider keeping a battery backup system for your sump pump, since power outages often happen during the exact same storms that cause flooding. And a pump with no power is a pump that can't help you. Clear leaves and debris away from your discharge. Exit outside every few weeks, especially after storms. And if you notice your pump running constantly, even without heavy rain, that could be a sign of a deeper drainage issue around your foundation worth having a professional look at. Small, consistent attention is what keeps your basement dry all summer long. So there you have it. A $3 check, 5 minutes of your time, and the difference between a dry basement and a flooded disaster during heavy summer rains. Test the float, clear the pit, run the water test, and check that discharge line. That's all it takes to know your sump pump is ready before the next big storm hits. If this helped you, make sure to like this video so more homeowners can see it before storm season catches them off guard. Drop a comment and let me know if your pump passed the test. I rate every single one. And if you want more simple, cheap fixes that protect your home, hit subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss the next video. Stay dry out there, and I'll see you in the next one.